Come on in the room. Mhm. Y'all know it's Sunday. We got to get the Lord a little praise. Come on in the room. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Child, I'm on my old school surface, y'all. So, it may be a slight delay in different things this evening, but we're gonna run on and see Jesus together, y'all. Who we got in the house with us this evening? We got the what? The one and only Savon's in the house with us, the co-hostess with the mostest, our artist, Mr. Jatari. What we playing on the gaming system? Diva One is in the house with us this evening. The one and only The Bam is in the house. Let's see, Lee house with us, baby. What's up, Breezy? Bree just came through with us this evening. So y'all know this evening. So let's not act brand new. What it is, y'all? What's up? So can the player just get a little cut? Yo, you out like you ain't been. What? We got what? Baby, I got something for y'all. We got the complete Everessence, the one and only with heavy. So, we finna cut up and do what? Have ourselves a good time. But until then, the show will start. What? Now. I did go to church this morning, Bambi. Don't do me. Don't do me. I went to church this morning and actually God bless child. Y'all know I've been talking about wanting to work on my tiny house. So I done got a man to come and do what? Get her together. So we're gonna be what? We're gonna be together. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get our panelists in and our special guests in this evening. Because baby, we're gonna do what? We're gonna do what we came to do. It's gonna make you laugh, we're gonna make you cry, we're gonna make you wanna, we're gonna all them kind of things. Let's go ahead and get into it. The one that only from PastorSugar.com, the owner and operator and a proud supporter of the show is the one and only Lee. What's going on, Sugars?
Good evening, saints and sinners. Yes, God.
Not saints and sinners.
Well, for those of us who sinned last night and we saints today, and I include myself in that group.
Well, you know what? Me and somebody already had a speculation of that situation. Zala, where you at? We already had a speculation of that situation.
Okay. I would be nice with
y'all tonight. Oh no, we fit to get into that because we got our one and only special guest all the way from where the Maddie Mob Central. Only Tyler's in the house with us this evening. Tyler,
how are y'all?
We're so excited to have you here with us this evening. So, speaking of hoes,
thank you for coming to
what's the thing? What happened?
Members, honey.
Who?
What happened? Yeah, no. Who they know? He was a sinner last night. So
you know what?
Right.
The last night that came out of
talk to us.
Because we know a cat ain't have your tongue, honey.
It wasn't a cat. That's
show didn't.
I don't do cat.
Booty hole, but it wasn't no cat.
We're still waiting on the answer, ma'am.
I'm just gonna say, sometimes you gotta bring the letter out. I went to see a man about a dog. Fuck a cat.
Was it a dog?
Was it a what?
Was it a dog? Was it a
it-
dog?
Well, he said
No,
was
the real question.
It was
No,
a stallion.
Jasmine, the
Was
real
it a
question
pit bull?
Jasmine.
Stallion, my
Was it a
God.
pit
Stallion?
bull? Was it a pit bull? That's all we want to know. Was it a pit bull or was it a chihuahua? That's all we want to know.
Oh, I don't do chihuahuas, honey. See, I'm old enough now. I know how to do my research and homework because we don't do chihuahuas over here, honey. I work too hard for chihuahuas.
Not that I work too hard for chihuahuas.
I do.
Well, the real question of the day is: were you plowing or were you getting plowed?
Co-hostess came in. Ooh, co-hostess. What's up, co-hostess?
I like to be a lesbian at times, so you know.
Heal the wound. Make it a better place. Tyler, you have anything, baby? You just get in when you fit in, baby. That's how. You have anything to say about the lesbianism?
Do I have anything to say about who?
The lesbian, either the micros, you know, because you want a pit bull. You don't want a chihuahua that's gonna come and play with you.
Actually, honey, I like horses.
Oh,
well,
and
how
there
about
you
that?
When you put it like that,
the way I just got set up, I'm gonna
makes you want a titty bounce. Yes.
My God,
on horses, you have to get on top of them and ride. So I like horses.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with riding.
Saddle up.
Ain't nothing.
It's like, what are
Ain't
y'all
nothing wrong with riding. Ain't nothing wrong with riding. Well, child, guess what? Look at God. My whole new sister, my big sister done came back up, child.
Won't he do it?
So we finna get logged into the other one.
Yes, bitch, I came on here to say hello to Tyler, big sweet ass bitch. I ain't seen that hoe in like 10 motherfucking months, bitch.
Well, I started back working. I was working from home and they called a bitch, come on back. So I've been busy.
Tyler said I really didn't want to do it, but you know.
Right.
I was tempted to stay home.
I'm glad they
I ain't seen Tyler in a minute
girl.
either.
I'm just glad they called you back so you can remain wealthy, bitch.
Right, I was working from home, but they said, "Oh, baby, that's over. Come on back." So I'm back.
Girl, I'm liking this. I'm trying to see this top, honey. I think I like it. It's Nike, right?
Yeah.
This bitch revved up her end.
Sorry, baby. But let me give you the full screen, Tyler. Let me give you the full screen, baby, so you can show off your teeth, because the girls want to see it. Here you go, sugar.
Yeah,
there you go, baby.
Come through.
I went down to Miami and just handed them my ways during the quarantine. Oh yes, baby. I went and got snacks, honey. I told them put in a ponytail and don't leave no hairs hanging.
Oh, bitch. Okay, you know I'm not mad. Look, Tyler, I'm not mad about that too, because a month ago I went to get snatched too, but I didn't go to Miami though, girl.
I went to Miami because I went where my homegirl went, and her doctor did her real good. So I was like, bitch, let me go. And so I went down there, and they only charged me $5,000, so I was not mad about it.
Oh, not at all.
At all.
Not at all. Not at all,
Welcome
girl.
in,
So
Miss
you
Regina.
snatch.
Thanks, Regina.
I am interested.
I need to know what doctor did you.
Okay.
Oh,
Dr.
We got the one and only.
At MIA.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Girl, here goes this one.
Where's the holy water? Let me get the holy water, Lord Jesus. Where the cross at?
Girl, I hope you drinking it yourself.
Zyla, get the Bible, honey. Get the Bible.
Come on.
I hope you get it yourself.
Come on.
Girl, he's trying to give you trade tonight, girl. That's why he gave you that.
No, I'm
talking not trade.
I'm in the lobby in this house.
Not trade.
Jess, you got 2 sons and a daughter, girl.
How y'all doing? Hello.
Hi.
You said I got 2 sons and a daughter.
Hey, Jazmine and Savon.
It's trade. Trade in this house.
Did you finish your mother-in-law suite? You on mute, Savon.
Savon's talking to somebody else.
I know, because I'm talking about this car that we saw earlier that was donked out. Girl had them big ass wheels. I'm sorry, I was having a total nigga moment. Just excuse me.
It's the nigga moment for me.
Please don't get us started.
My God, and today.
Violence, you giving us
Girl, I saw your comment, whore. What you won't do? I ain't gonna give you too much.
Which we
so
just about to get ready. Getting logged into my big system, so I can switch from my smaller PC that I'm
she
on.
got to get into the big one.
Right.
You know, she don't like small things, honey.
So Tyler, when you was in Miami, girl, how long did you stay?
I stayed for a total of 8 days because I had to get all my massages. And the only thing that was excruciating was the first night and then the plane ride home. Because you have to be on your knees. You can't sit down.
Not on your knees.
Bitch, wait a minute. Girl, did you have a Brazilian butt lift bar, bitch?
Oh, yes, honey. I got the worst. Check my Instagram.
No, I have checked it. But I was like, bitch, you've been shapely to begin with.
Yes. I got 360 lipo in a BBL.
Oh, yes, God. See.
Yes, honey. I told them to pull me like a ponytail and leave no hair hanging.
Oh, girl, you got one of them all high and tight.
Good job, girl. Okay.
Well, you know,
A ponytail with no strings.
They were running a lot of specials due to COVID because a lot of people weren't coming. I was like, well, bitch, let me take advantage of this while they're running these specials because normally it's like 7,000 to 8,000.
Yeah.
But you couldn't be 5,000.
Where did you go?
This is true.
To MIA Aesthetics.
Oh.
Now, if you ask me would I recommend them if you just only concerned about your body, yes. But as far as their aftercare and all that, absolutely, positively not.
Most of the places it's kind of like that. It's one of those, put it in the cart and go type thing.
Yes. I had to figure out everything on my own afterwards, like down to taking out my drains and all that. Yep. So that's the only reason why I went with somebody local here because of the fact of the drains. And I just got like my last drain out, like a week ago, right? Like a week ago.
Yeah.
So it was 4 weeks for me on the 9th, but I didn't have liposuction, girl. I had an actual tummy tuck, girl. So they cut and pulled.
I know that's right.
So, because your lipo wasn't gonna do nothing but fill up a bunch of milk jugs and still leave me with a problem, girl. That's the issue that I had for me.
I was gonna do just lipo locally. However, let's just be real. We're African American, and where I'm from, they don't know how to give you the curves and things that you want. They're gonna have to shape like Britney Spears, and that's not what I was going for. So I had to go to Miami where they know how to give the curves. That's the only reason why I went.
And not Britney Spears.
Well, they have your stomach flat, long ass torso.
Yeah, this is true. And long ass back too, bitch, if you ain't careful.
Right. Your butt won't have no slope to it. I couldn't do it.
So Tyler, what you're saying is that you got to have slope to the butt.
Yes.
Honey, that hard.
I did what needed to be done, honey. I had to.
Listen, I'm about to switch. I'm about to switch computers, but I'm about to switch and get on the computer. But honey, as soon as all that shit came off, babe was like, "Well, damn, your titties look bigger now." I was like, "Mission accomplished, then, right?"
Okay.
Period.
Right.
It's just like a newfound confidence. Like I was telling my
God, I was like,
friend,
yes.
I was like, bitch, you just don't know what it feel like to tie your shoe and ain't shit folding. Like, serious. Like,
Tyler, how long ago did you?
Girl, you was really that big for real?
Well, my stomach. No, but my stomach. No, seriously. I'm 7 months out, but my stomach during the quarantine, working from home, I'm being so for real. Like I had gained almost 30 pounds within those 5 months, so I had to do what I had to
Yeah, that
do.
makes sense.
I know the feeling. I had done the same thing and dropped 25, bitch, but
Cause you
it
know
was
you at
it was the
home.
COVID weight.
Yeah, all you
When
can do
you
is cook and eat. And I'm from the South. I'm finna smother everything in gravy and do
And
all
period.
of
biscuits,
that.
Okay.
bitch.
Period.
No,
Biscuits, honey.
you gotta have a
Jiffy.
bread. Yes.
Jiffy, look,
Girl,
Well, hold
Jiffy
on. No, we
cornbread
don't do
by the
Jiffy.
We're
bed,
not
bitch.
talking
You
about no
know,
Jiffy,
we got
I
child.
don't
Wait,
do
hold on,
Jiffy.
Tyler. What you say? We don't do
Tyler,
what?
say it,
We do
Tyler.
home. We do it in the cast iron skillet, homemade. Baby. We don't
Praise
do
You
Jiffy.
God.
put Jiffy in the
God.
cast iron.
You
My
gotta get
God.
you some
Period.
cornmeal.
God is
You
here.
You
know.
put you
God
put
is
Jiffy
here.
in the cast
God is
iron.
here, honey.
God is here.
Sometimes don't tell nobody, but for the most
I mean,
part,
sometimes, right? Because
Jiffy
I'm
is
not
a
Sometimes,
totally
not
staple.
all
against
the time.
Jiffy.
But if we
I'm
talking
not
about
totally against
Sunday,
Jiffy, but
if you
some
talk,
people feel like it's the only thing, girl.
Okay.
right, because
But at least
if you making
look,
some
y'all
green,
got me loud in here. But at
Look,
least she admitted it.
yes, if
I
you
don't
making
think, but you know
green,
what? I don't
You
feel
know
like
these girls like to
Jiffy
hate on
don't.
Jiffy like they don't eat Jiffy. Period, girl.
Bro, I ain't never
But
say
They just swear Jiffy ain't cornbread, honey.
before. I
Jiffy,
ain't never say I don't eat Jiffy, bitch.
that's not
I
true.
don't
Who
like
is
it
these
These
just
girls?
girls,
doesn't. Jiffy does
these
not
girls that's on the
absorb the
Who
panel,
is these
honey.
nutrients
girls?
in green.
No,
Do
I
they have
never said
names?
I didn't eat Jiffy. Move, girl.
Girl,
I never
starts with
said
the
I
L and
didn't eat
ends with the
Jiffy.
liar.
You oh
Ooh. Is
I
that
never said I didn't eat Jiffy because I said I
I
did.
do, but
I
I
not
just
eat
didn't have
Jiffy.
it
Jiffy.
sitting by the
I'm
However,
not
bed.
gonna eat it with no good soul food because it ain't gonna pick up that juice like it's supposed to of the beans or the
exactly. That's
greens.
my whole
you
thing.
know?
You
You can
baby, you
sop
eat
up
That's like,
Jiffy
anything.
greens, honey.
Anything can be sopped up, honey.
you need one?
Yeah.
Jiffy can sop up it.
Yeah, but you
Ain't
ain't
nothing
Maybe
stopping
like
them
me.
Y'all not
greens
gonna
in the
do
Jiffy.
can
Jiffy
Nothing
that
like
wrong
you
with
that.
have,
it.
honey, but we get our greens
Leave
from
Jiffy
the can
cornbread
over here.
alone. And then they say Jiffy isn't cornbread. I'd be like, girl, it say
It's
cornbread mix
not.
on the
It's
box.
sweet
Jiffy is
bread, and
not.
that's okay.
It says
It's
Jiffy is
cornbread
sweet,
not a
mix on
but
the
it
cornbread.
don't
box.
have that. It doesn't have that thickness to it like homemade cornbread. I'm just
Come
Exactly.
on,
telling you,
thickness.
there's a difference. There's a difference.
Come
But
Ain't
on,
we've
nothing
already
like
thickness.
settled
homemade
that weeks
cornbread.
ago, so baby,
No, we
just
haven't settled anything, honey.
Yes, we did. We settled
It
that. We
says
good.
we didn't. No, I settled it.
Girl, we
So let
settled
me
and
it
you
ask you
5
lost.
this:
months ago.
since you
Bambi.
do,
I didn't.
since you do Jiffy, do you? I hope and pray that you don't do glory green.
Oh,
Oh,
I do.
oh Lord, have
Oh
mercy.
no! Oh no! No! Absolutely not.
I do.
No, we
Because
don't
one
do
thing about
glory
it,
green.
we don't see. I'm not from that era though. My grandma can go in there and whip up a whole new batch of everything. I'm not doing all of that.
Where are you from? That'll answer everything. Where are you
Dallas,
from? So you're not really the South like
Mm-mm.
Memphis and
girl, here
Atlanta,
she go, girl.
Mississippi.
Oh
You're not
Here
really
she go,
that
yeah.
like
girl.
Florida.
us.
Here
Cause
she
see,
go,
I'm from
girl.
Florida.
Memphis.
But
I'm from
glory
Memphis.
is
We
not
cook.
glory is not that bad if you just needed something for a
You
moment. But
still
if
have to. You still have to add to it.
you
Glory
you
is
you
glory
Well,
do, but
you
is
don't be trying to
you
feed a
add to
whole family
anything.
but glory
Thanksgiving.
gives you. I just moved out on my own and learned how to cook. That's glory.
Ooh, wee.
I
Glory
give you
does
that.
not give you
That's
I
nothing
give
true.
you
like
that.
some
I give
greens
you
that you
that.
done picked.
All
See,
You
facts.
I'm
real
not doing
good.
all of that. I'm not doing all of
Why
that.
You
not?
don't
All
know good
facts.
cooking. You don't know
I'm
good
not peeling the
cooking.
corn. I'm
Because
not
Mm.
baby, I
shucking
know
the
you
corn.
can
I'm
do
not
it.
doing none of that. No.
Well,
So
I
you
know you
don't
It,
can do
it
snap
it.
the
sounds like
peas
all
and do
facts to
all that.
me.
Let me go outside.
Look, all facts,
So
girl.
please
Since
tell me
I'm
this.
trying not to
You
be last.
Glor-
you at
Diva wants
least
that glory is horrible.
you at least do you do
Diva
your
Wine don't cook
vegetables
anyway.
in the can though?
oh,
Please tell me you
No,
don't do
Diva
your
wants to
vegetables
cook,
in the
honey.
can.
Diva Wine may know how to turn the stove on.
Oh,
oh,
don't go after the librarian, now, girl.
We're gonna have to introduce you to some cookers, baby. Cause
Oh,
glory
my
green.
family cooks, honey. We not gonna do that. All of my
Tyler,
family
we
is from
try
But
to
East
you ain't
tell
Texas.
her.
gotta
She
you
don't
don't
want to
gotta be a
listen.
cooker.
No, all of my family is from East Texas. I don't like to be in the kitchen all day, so she's not going to be
Oh
in
no, no,
there
baby. When you know how to cook, you ain't gotta be in the kitchen all day. Real
At
cookers can be
No,
in
all.
that
man.
kitchen all
Okay.
I
day.
know. I
Real
know how
cookers can get that
to.
cornbread,
I
greens,
know
chicken, all
one
that
thing
done at
about
once.
it. she knows how to cook. She doesn't throw down, and I will give myself that. It's the difference between somebody that know how to throw down and somebody that knows how to cook. I know how to cook. I'm not about to go in the kitchen and throw down.
Okay, we get you. You do
That's not my
to
ministry.
survive. You do
She's good at other things. She's good at other things to keep her man happy.
Okay, and anyway,
thanks for coming to the cool down with Jazmine.
When you get done with those other things, that man want to eat. Okay.
And he'll still be fed, honey. He'll still be fed.
Ain't nothing. Never mind. I ain't gonna get into it.
Ooh, chat.
Okay, speaking of getting into it, no, we wouldn't go.
Let me go sit over here by the fountain, honey, so she can have a cute background.
Let's see. Speaking of getting into it, let's talk about morning wake up calls, child. Here we go.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up.
Any thoughts?
Girl, I'll take your damn internet connection from your ass.
Okay, but
where you finding this bullshit? Where you finding this shit at?
Baby, that is quite a background, girl. Yes.
Girl, okay. And she give me ultimate water sport.
Okay, you better give rich bitch classy. But
this is at the hospital.
But it's very classy. It's giving.
Come on, Dallas.
You want to take her morning wake up call? That's not my mama. That's my ex-boyfriend. And I used to have to tell him, like, baby, I work overnight. Don't call me that early in the morning with that bullshit. I'm not a morning person.
Say, Vaughn, this what you need to put.
Because I would have broke that. I would have broke that whole damn keyboard. That whole sound system would have been broke the fuck up. Bitch, don't wake me up in the morning. I'm a fuck you up and your sound system. Don't do that shit.
Okay, but I can kind of get with it though. Like, you know, it had a good beat.
Well, I don't care if it has a good beat. I'm gonna be dancing while I kick your ass. How about that?
But thank you, because morning it does not work for me. And you better have something very. Now I'm gonna get up for some dick. But other than that, don't get me up. Don't wake me up.
Oh Lord, you gonna get up for?
I'm gonna get up for that, baby. Morning, noon, night. But other than that, I'm not a morning person at all. Like my morning starts at 12 in the noon. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't Instagram, Snapchat. Nothing. Our friendship will be over. Mama included.
And that's on period.
Well, you shouldn't have to get up for the dick.
I love my mama, but
you're supposed to wake up. You're supposed to wake the dick up.
I know that I'm not that type of
You're supposed to get that alarm clock.
No, baby. You gotta take
no.
While you over there worried about picking greens.
Hold on, what
girl?
Girl, don't start the foolishness, girl.
TLC told you don't go chasing waterfalls, baby. This is the waterfall. You gotta come out.
Oh, I'm not chasing it, honey. I'm not chasing it, honey. I'm not chasing the waterfall, girl. She's not chasing the waterfall.
That's how she put the camera out, girl. She put the camera. Girl, I can't.
But I hate baby ass so much, girl.
Baby,
why?
Get off my
nerves. This ain't no.
The waterfall is always where I'm at, girl.
But this is not cat. This is a lion. You gotta chase after me, boo. I can't.
Oh, you're a tiger.
No, baby, this is a lion. Matter of fact,
come on, tiger.
It's so
good. Come on, tiger. Y'all remember the episode of LA Hair when his name was Tiger? James was talking about, oh, you're a lion.
I just, but I'm gonna get up. You right though. I'm gonna get up for some dick. I'm gonna get up.
Period.
If he tell me he coming in the morning, I might try to schedule my sleep to stay.
Wait, correction. We get up for good dick.
Oh.
Yeah. But sometimes when it's your first encounter and you think it's gonna be the bomb, and you be like, bitch, you don't mess up my sleep for this. Like are you owe me. Like this,
it'd be good to piss off.
Girl, done went through the process and everything.
Girl,
Lord
waited till the water was clear. I waited till the water was so clear you can laminate it. I just,
girl,
it
girl, you be so clean.
I gotta take that one.
Good night. I want to bed. No, Good night.
You know that's
hold on.
That's clear.
This child said not
when
that
you
the
can
water
drink,
was
when you can
laminated.
drink the water in it. Girl, okay. Dasani.
And you said
Fiji.
and it was horrible.
When you done got past that false clear.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
You know what? We're not even talking about that.
Good night.
You know, I keep telling y'all a lot of the girls don't know about that false clear.
We're not even talking about that.
But anyway, hold on. I'm gonna be
Yes, come on. I'm ready to have church. Glory to God. So, pasante koramandele bekutara bahai. God, I feel the tiki mandele besu. You better come on here.
Let's see what else I got in my arsenal. Let's see. Talking to the wood, child. Let's talk to the wood a minute.
What in the Looney Tunes?
That was like a cartoon. Oh my God. We was talking to the wood.
What in the Looney Tunes bullshit was that?
What's wrong?
So, I know this is a little off topic, but it has something to do with somebody being on your porch. So I just recently had a situation, right? I ordered my little niece some tennis shoes, right? And so they came and I saw on my Ring camera, you know how the notifications come to your phone, right? So I saw this I was trying to take them off my porch. So I opened up the door, y'all. He fell completely off the stairs. But I opened up the door and I'm hollering out my brother's name. But come shoot him! Come shoot him! There wasn't nobody in my damn house. And then I don't know why that remind me of that, but it did. But I'm hollering out, come shoot him! Come shoot him! Child, he done fell and tumbled all down the damn stairs and ain't nobody in my house. So if he had a gun, he would have blew my ass off because ain't nobody here.
But did you get your shoes back?
I sure did.
Right.
That was the most important part.
Look, no, boy trying to steal off my porch.
That's
I want to see that, girl.
Say why I wish we can.
But she probably eating up the hamburger, heating up that burger.
Oh, I want to go in there and get my wings so bad, Stavon.
Go on, go ahead. You can't.
Go ahead, girl.
How?
She said you ain't got to tell me twice.
Right. Girl, you
know you mute.
Y'all so crazy.
You know,
girl, I muted myself because I was making too much damn noise.
No more than baby trying to read. That's all. That's okay.
When he comes back in here, Jazmine.
You know I'm prepared.
You said no more than him trying to read.
Yes.
It's the shade for me, girl.
It's the shade for me.
Welcome to the cool down when Sundays become Tuesdays. Right.
Welcome to the prelude to the night of shade.
Speaking of the prelude to the night of shade, well, learning how to order the correct way. Some of these words will make a whole bunch of sense.
I don't know, Rick, if you're going out, bring me something from McDonald's. Yeah, like a junior chicken. I don't know about you, but for me, there is no better chicken than Kentucky Fried Chicken. Forget it. Only ever go maybe 2 times in my life to that one, the Starbucks. Starbucks is so telling me your whole life here in the United States, you never been to Dunkin' Donuts one time. Not one. It's Ricky.
I'm so dead. I knew exactly what he was saying before he said it.
What was he saying? McDonald's,
girl.
I don't want to make fun of him. Is he special needs?
No, he's not. He's just foreign.
Okay.
So you can make fun of him.
The fact that you asked he did off 4 lunches.
The fact that you asked if he was special needs first needs to go recognize
I'm not coming back on this show, Jam.
I thought he started his lunch at 4:00 in the morning. You know them kids be at lunch very early. But you remember when you was in school, you wanted to go sit with them because they get the best food. Shit. Let me go talk to
I'm going to be.
I'm leaving.
This child said, this child said you get the best food. They get the best food.
I am leaving.
They do. They got the fresh donuts. You remember them little donuts?
I never hung in that wing, so I didn't know what accoutrements they got, girl. But I wish I had known because I would have made a few more friends. Knowing they got fresh donuts. Oh, your shit is fresh. Oh, girl,
they
you
got
need
the
help?
beginning of everything.
What you need?
I don't care that you randomly holler and scream out of no damn way.
I'm gonna randomly holler and scream back at your ass. We gonna call it even. We gonna call that shit even. Bitch, fuck, what the fuck? Yes.
Because she is serious too.
So serious.
I know, that's why I'm laughing.
Oh, God. Lord.
They have the best lunches.
Because they got first dibs on everything. Everybody else got the seconds. They got first dibs on everything.
Look, girl, I'm automatically counting the coins.
Barbecue sauce on their chicken.
Oh, girl, you should go this.
And you be looking like, where you get your barbecue sauce from? Where you get that sauce from?
Look, you're not gonna call you all kind of bitches. That's cool. Can I have a piece of that chicken?
Can I have a piece of that chicken?
Right.
No, the one you have
calling me bitches.
Look, hold the slop. Let me have that piece of chicken.
Right.
Speaking of holding,
Tim, can you help me take the boxes downstairs?
What the hell? Do that shit yourself. What did you say? Who are you talking to? I said she can do it herself. She's not my mom, bro. Like, I don't gotta do and slave away for her if she asks me to take out the boxes. She a grown woman. She can take her own boxes out. What the hell is wrong with you, bro? It don't matter if she lost her mind. You didn't got
It's just a joke. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. It's a prank. It's a prank. It's a prank. It's a prank.
The way he got up out that seat, like if you done lost your goddamn man, I don't give a fuck who she is. And people need to stop playing with them grown ass men like that who they know.
I want a slice of daddy. Where is Daddy?
Daddy was handling it, baby.
Slice.
Move.
Daddy look good. He made my cat tremble. Where he at?
Your cat trembled. Your cat was trembling.
I want chicken bone.
Trembling and purring.
Was it purring?
No, my kitty wasn't purring. That's all used kitty. This kitty was meowing. This fresh.
It's new kitty. New kitty. Speaking of kitties, after your whole body, everything, tell us what the sex was like, girl.
Have you took it on a test drive yet?
Baby, let me tell you. The first time I heard my ass do this, bitch, I was amazed.
And it was your ass, and not your thighs.
It was that ass. I felt like Patty LaBelle. I had a new motherfucking attitude, baby. I
got a new attitude.
But for some reason, I've been bougie.
What happened?
I said for some reason I've been bougie. Some of the old niggas, I feel like you can't touch this new body. Go on.
So as you should.
You going for a slight upgrade then? Because you tearing up that chicken, baby.
Right.
I got a man coming over.
I'm trying to understand what the problem is, because you're right. The old ones don't get the new.
Okay. I gotta eat now, clean up afterwards, and then get up with them later. Well, I'm trying. You know, those bottoms got to eat before 8.
And depending on the night, you probably should start the day before.
Only an ice cube a day keep the pain away.
I'm so dead.
I'm
Did you say an ice cube a day keeps the pain away?
Yeah,
An ice cube a day keep the pain away.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do what you gotta do, baby.
What you say? Ain't no Picasso. Ain't no Picassoing.
But I had a man, y'all. Let me tell y'all about an experience right now. I had a man that tried to turn, and I'm one of those girls that has fell victim to the hood dude. And
girl.
To the who?
Girl, we all have. Girl, we all have.
But they be at the dog. So
I believe it.
The dude, like we had got up with each other. You know, that's what we call it in Memphis, linking up, got up with each other. So, y'all, this man turned around and wanted me to do him. And I was like, baby, no, baby. We started from the bottom and we're going to stay here. And he was like, man, you need to live a little bit. You ain't like the other girls. I said, baby, I'm not, I can't.
I ain't poking you.
I just want to know, am I depriving myself or should I?
No.
Like, I don't.
I'm in the same boat.
You are.
I was going to say you are.
You are.
I'm in the same boat, sister.
Tyler, I thought I was the woman of the century for so long, okay? Mm-hmm. You couldn't tell me I wasn't born to be Judy Jetson, okay? But the first time Trey did me like that and lifted his legs up and was like, just try it, bitch. I ain't went back. Now, if you fucking with me, you gotta go right. You gotta drive in both lanes. That's all I gotta say, because I'm gonna get bored.
So I'm gonna have to try.
Don't force yourself now.
I'm scared because it's like, am I gonna look at him different?
I didn't. Now, here's the thing. There are rules to it. Because for a while, when I first started, it was like, okay, but he can't be my man. Because he just played the role of a bitch. So he can't be my man because he done bitched out. Now that I've grown and I'm sitting in my 44-year-old Judy Jetson, I'm like, girl, yeah, because I need everything. Because when I get bored of that, I need something else. And I'm not trying to go nowhere else to get it. So I'm okay now, but it took me a while. Let yourself build up to it. It may not be something you want.
What I'm scared of. This is what I'm scared of. I enjoy. Very rough, you know. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't want the guys to be like, okay, I don't even want to give you that no more. You gotta, you need to. And it's like, hold up, baby.
It's gonna happen. You might find somebody. With some, you might find somebody who might do that. But you're gonna have some who's gonna be truly versatile, and they're gonna tear you up and call you Susan. And then when you get done, they're gonna get toe up, and you might want to call them Susan.
I've just gotten comfortable with receiving oral. And I'm 29
years
old. I'm 29 years old. I'm just getting comfortable with it.
Girl, I enjoy a little.
What was your issue or concern? Or excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me back up.
So let me explain.
What was your consternation?
So for a long time, I was the only gay person that I know. Like my personality and being feminine, all that is like truly natural. I didn't learn it from anybody or nothing. It's like truly me. Because we live in a small country town outside of Memphis called Millington, Tennessee. So
I've heard of it.
I was the only gay boy. Like I didn't know anybody else. So I just always thought, okay, either you're a strict top or you're a strict bottom. So a lot of things I had to kind of learn. But now when I first received, I was like, oh, now bitch,
I've been missing out. I've been missing out.
But let me say this: the only thing is the boys don't take care of themselves like we would. That's the thing.
But you got to teach them. So that's the thing. So here's the thing: they got to learn. You got to show them that first of all, you got the same glands there that you do under your arms, niglet. So you might want to go on and put you some deodorant down there too. You know, you got to make sure that you keep it the landscaping done. Like they got to understand that. You know,
unless you into the smells,
which some people are,
right?
So if you into the smells, disregard that.
No disrespect to anybody that is, but absolutely, positively not. I don't even like the hair. You better be snatched, bitch.
I told you, all them thighs and hips.
I see it, bitch. I saw my titties.
And the titties too, yeah.
Right.
Her titties sitting pretty and she's soft as a cushion.
Girl. I'm up here counting change, girl, so I can pay for my back lift. My back titties to be done, girl.
Girl, that's right.
Damn pant titties.
Girl, there's a such thing as back titties, girl.
I just don't want to
She's so bougie, she
make
got a
my
whole
boys
machine.
stop doing what we were doing. That's the only thing.
I would say start with somebody that, like, so the person that was like, baby, that's what I want to do. Like, what's y'all situationship like?
We just link up and have sex from time to time.
So it ain't like if y'all stop, you would be like too pressed about it, right?
Oh, there's some good. We've been messing out for a good 10 years. Like, we was messing out since we was like 18, 19.
So I don't feel like if you with him, then
he may want to have a relationship with you. Then if
I don't really know about that. He sounds like
there.
I think he just. I mean, I feel like when y'all take it there, I think you're gonna be fine. Like it ain't gonna be like once you take it there, bitch, he gonna want to be Tina all the time, bitch. Y'all gonna be flip flopping. It's just gonna make it better.
How I feel. This is the only thing. My thing is, as long as we've been messing up, you've been lying like it's just me and you, sweetheart. You've been going messing with the girls and all that. It's kind of obvious. My thing is, what if I get in there and it's gaping? I'm gonna be mad. my good Judy ran into the issue. She was like, "Girl, he was pressing me and acting like this just something he wanted to try." Hey, how you doing, Sly Sylvia? As like this is something that he just wanted to try. And girl, he gave it.
You fell right in, bitch. Was no suction.
Well, I didn't. I've never talked to anyone but my homegirl, and she said he was gaping.
Well,
oh God.
Well,
not
he didn't do it. That's because he probably wasn't doing his Kegel shit.
That's because he was in there getting rant into. He was getting runt.
Girl,
soccer
team.
Baby, everybody was in there. He was taking fists and arms of steel and everything.
That's just not my thing. That's not my thing.
It's the coins in the bathroom.
But Jazz, the top is not your thing either.
Yeah, I've tried that, and I'm not gonna say like the head thing is cool, but the whole topping thing, that's a little out of my comfort zone. That's just out of my comfort zone. I'll put it like that. It's not for me. I don't hate somebody for doing it because I feel like everybody has the right to be satisfied in what they do. And I mean, I tried it. I tried it 2 or 3 times and it wasn't for me, and I know where I'm at. I'm comfortable with what I'm at. You know what I'm saying? The only advice I give to you, if the person is tight, I'll put it like that, you may want to go ahead and get him to finish you first and then you get up and finish him, but outside of that, I mean, especially if it's a tight situation and it's your first time, you may skeet real quick, but if it's not, you may be up and
real fast, bitch. You're gonna be embarrassed.
I mean, my first couple times, I could be candid about me. I can't be candid about nobody else. My first time doing it, it was 1, 2, 3 push, and then it was like, oh.
Well, I'm not finna sit up here and tell no lies now, bitch. Even to this, it'll happen today for me,
Jazz,
girl.
Let me say this, Jazz and Savon. I'm being so for real. I never wanted to ask you to both of you did, but I did not know. I thought you two were. Don't get offended. I thought you two were cisgender women. I had no idea, and you don't want to ask people that. I thought y'all were cisgender women.
I get that all the time.
Well,
I'm not
Tyler,
mad.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That is so sweet, Tyler. To this day, I never get used to that. Like for me, I don't see it, so I don't. Like I don't. You know what I'm saying? You know how you have your transition. So in your head, girl, hold on. You making too much noise. You know how in your head it's still a look. Like you can appreciate your body the way it is now, but there are moments that you'll still be like, you'll have a moment, right? Yeah. So for me, it's that same way. So when people tell me that, I'd be like, girl. And when dudes tell me that, I'd be like, girl. Nigga, we ain't gotta play that role no more. You still getting the cookies. Like
with Jazz, I really thought I was like, oh my God, this is a woman who loves the gay community. And I thought like I did. And I thought Savon was the same. I never knew.
Girl, I thought Jazz was too. I ain't even finna lie. I thought
Jazz told me that, and everybody done pretty much told me that. I was like, no, I'm me.
When Jazz told me, I was like,
I didn't even Jazz, so I was confused.
And it was on Madison's Live, and I was like, girl, usually I can tell there's something.
It was nothing.
It was nothing. It was nothing. I was like, bitch.
Whatever. I mean, because some days when I'm walking, you know, you could tell your body, and whenever I don't wear the right type of underwear to take and tuck like I'm supposed to, I'm like, damn, somebody can see and notice, but I mean, it is what it is, hell.
Well, honey,
you don't know.
Baby, one thing is, I'm how you Nemo, because that fish was hitting. Okay. I did not. I'm so serious. I did not know. And I was like, oh my gosh, she is so knowledgeable about the LGBTQ community. Like, I was listening. Like, wow, how does she know all this? And the whole time, and when you just started talking about your first time talking, that's why I was looking like that. I'm like, hold on, what the hell? That's why I'm like, oh, okay. Well, she's
thank you.
Right.
Yes, I'm one of the girls.
So Tyler, I have to ask a question because Jazmine brought it up, the tucking. So when you got your body extra snatched, did you realize that your tuck game had to be a little different when you wore something a little? Ooh. Girl.
Go on. But you know, one thing about it, on Amazon, they have these panties. They're $16.99. They're called gap control panties. You don't even have to tuck in them, sweetie. You put them on, they got the little padding for you. Hold on. So you put them on, they got the little padding for you. You ain't gonna see nothing.
Oh, bitch, you need to send me, girl. I'm gonna private chat you my number, so you can send me that that link, girl.
You just let it hang, honey.
Because let me tell you something. The fupa protected me from so much. I didn't have to do a lot because my fupa kept me safe. But now the fupa is gone, girl. I have to watch out for them loose knuckles.
Yes, but it's on. I'm telling you, Amazon. They're called gap control panties. You don't get the thong one. But the regular
I got too much booty for thongs, and I don't like nothing up in there like that.
Yeah, and it be all creased up in your ass. No,
it be hurting.
I'm telling you, they work miracles. I'm telling you, don't ever have to. And I love for me an old evil pair of jeans on, honey, and walking past the trade.
I'm sending you the number right now, girl, because I need those. And listen, so I'm going to tell Bae right now, and another package will be coming because he's been getting on to me. You got another package?
Not the fufa, not the moose knuckles.
Right.
The moose knuckles. I ain't gonna lie. Girl, I looked down one day and I was like, oh, hell no, bitch. That's lumpy. No, man, we're not used to that. So I've had to try to learn how to smooth things out differently now because I'm like, girl, I'm not used to that. My fupa kept me safe.
Well, girl, I seen my little head at one time. I said, what's going on?
Okay, I'm about to send you the link, Savon.
But I mean, you know, they don't never stop the boys.
It don't.
It don't.
But what it's me is a lot of boys, especially with this mask. Hey, little mama, sweetheart. Sweetheart.
The mask. Girl, when I tell you the mask, I hated the mask mandate at first until I realized how much money it was going to save me on makeup, bitch.
Yeah.
And the fact that the boys be like, hey, I'm like, oh, that's bad. You can't see my 12 o'clock shadow, can you?
But with that mask, you got to keep a brow on. You got.
Oh, baby, you got to keep a brow, and you got to make sure your skin is still exfoliated and cleansed and all that.
Even better, because for some reason, right here in this area, I get real
bad
acne. Yes.
That's because it's not able to breathe. Your skin is not breathing like it was before. That's what that is.
Did you get that link, Savon?
Oh, hold on, girl. I did hear my phone go off.
That's one thing I haven't really had issues with, but I wear a different type of mask. I wear more of a shield versus a everyday mask. And then whenever in Florida, it's not mandated. But when I go into stores, I only have it on the time frame that I'm in the store. And then as soon as I come out, I get in the car and I take it off. So, I can only wear mine for like 45 minutes to an hour before I start hyperventilating and about to pass out. So I can't wear them for a long period of time.
It's starting to irritate me, but I'm vaccinated now. But it's still like I still wear it because I'm like, I don't know if this vaccine works. I got it, but I don't know. So I still wear it, but it's like it can get irritating. But some you still be smelling their mouth through it. And I be like, girl, what's going on? How is it?
Now, if I can smell your breath through the mask, bitch, you have a problem. And bitch, I know you smell it. Because you done gone through it. If you wearing it like we supposed to here, you done went through 2 N95 masks, bitch. And that goddamn breath is cutting and fighting through the storms.
Amen.
Yeah.
Where's Lily at? Lily, get your ass on here.
She talking to Trade.
Get off that ladder, girl.
No. I had to get my cranberry juice, but it froze. So now I'm trying to break up this ice, girl.
Wow. She's trying to get ready for Trade too.
Right. You got a guest coming over here.
Yes.
Lord have
mercy. Are you making ice? What's going on?
No. Clayton's got a coin purse over there.
Let me tell you what I'm doing, girl. I've been trying to hit the button, but I'm over here. I have this big ass, well, not anymore because she almost depleted now, Culligan water, spring water thing full of coins, girl. And I'm just going through, they talking about it's a change shortage, so I'm just going through counting up my change. So I got a machine that's sorting them because I'm like, bitch, how much do I have?
Yeah, Shayla, she still is, girl.
Well, girl, Shayla, I stopped. To be fair, I stopped because who was it? Coco said, girl, you need the automatic machine. And I was like, girl, ain't nobody said nothing about the automatic machine.
Sorry.
So
girl,
I
put yourself on mute.
Is that bitch at the hospital?
Yeah.
No, coming out of the store.
I'm leaving Wally World.
Oh, hey!
Hold on, let me take my mask off. I can take my mask off now. Hey there, what's going on?
Not hey there. You sounded like that good old uncle. Hey there now.
Live from McDonald's.
He is that uncle.
Coming live from McDonald's.
Look at the outfit, girl. That
sounds the Wally World.
Don't know how to.
I just left the Wally World.
6'9" Incorporated.
Hey. Well, I have a huge announcement.
You do?
What, you slow?
We know you gay. What's up?
Girl.
Everybody know that I finally have a very brand new laptop. So y'all can stop talking about my raggedy ass iPhone.
You got a what? You got a what?
I got a brand new Apple MacBook Pro. So
well, girl.
That's sweet.
All I'm going to say, girl, is the proof is in the pudding, girl. So until I see it, I don't care.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. He said nothing but a word. Hold on a second. Wait a minute.
Don't drop it, man.
Hold on.
I can't hear you because somebody with real coins is using their coin machine.
Oh, not the coin machine. Hold on. Where my key at?
The hell is that? Oh.
Chain.
I hope I didn't drop my
chain of food.
Why are you parked all the way out there?
Grandma.
I'm about to hit my baby, honey. I can't afford a car right now.
Right. That's what you do, baby. You park out there because you don't want nobody to hit it. I understand that life. And then every time I do it, it be somebody parked right next to me and car look like they've been playing bumper cars. And I'm like, bitch, really? Who are you protecting your shit from?
Right. Oh. Look, it never fails.
Their grandmas.
It never
grandma.
I be like, why is you here?
So you mean telling me that the door, the key wouldn't open up all of the doors?
If you hit it twice, it should.
Yeah, it should do this.
My baby right here. She ain't been open yet. Hey, baby.
Come on, Mac. Yes, God.
We just see a brown box.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I never got that box.
Brown box.
Mac always comes in white.
Right.
Wait.
It was I had to go pick it up from Best Buy. They had it in box. They had it boxed up. I hadn't opened it yet. I just left Best Buy.
Oh, what's in the $20?
Well, I got mine at the Apple store.
From Best Buy.
I ain't gonna lie.
I went to the Apple store.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna let it stick to my stomach because it was like $1,400 and
You paid that much for it,
girl? That's it.
You got it. You've been pimping out somebody. You got it,
girl. I paid $23 for my Surface Pro, girl.
I know.
I paid $1,200. I must have got mine on sale.
I would have had a heart attack. I would have had a heart attack if it was that.
Bitch, these motherfuckers look like a poussoir, honey.
But we know.
Yes, God.
Not a poussoir.
They look like a poussoir. They got the lips and everything, ma'am. Oh,
I told you,
bitch. I'm so excited. This done made me kind of hot though.
But yes, Jazmine advice. Jazmine said I need to focus more on my YouTube and videos, so that I'm trying to get more serious. So that's why.
Girl, we'll see.
A year later.
Stop, girl.
We'll see, girl.
What's the size chart say? Oh, girl, I'm gonna need that XX large because of my booty.
Girl, what are you looking up?
I told you, Savon. I told you, girl.
I mean, because of my booty, cause my waist is a 34 now, but my hips is like a 56, bitch, because of my ass.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that, honey.
It is when you try to wear. Look, I gotta wear nothing but stretch material, though, girl.
Baby, get you a good pair of Levi's. They'll do the trick. High rise.
High rise, yeah, they gotta be high rise.
Yep, they'll have that ass sitting up so right.
I'm sorry for being rude. Hey to the new people in here. I don't know your names, but hey, my mom says it's rude to come in and not see him introduce yourself. So I do apologize.
You're a new girl.
Girl, you. Oh, shut up. Really, shut up.
That's why I said never mind.
Alrighty then.
Girl, tell him what your name is, girl, since you did all that foolishness, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Mr.
The clown.
I'm Mr. 6'8", aka Tristan.
Hi, how are you?
That was his flirting. Moving on.
I want to show you something.
What you want to show me?
I got my nails done today. You like
Oh
them?
my God. Now why you got that? That's so gay. Ain't that supposed to be for girls?
What ain't Magnum supposed to be for big dicks?
Oh,
boy,
no, you're going too
I'm
far.
not about
You're going too far. Wait, hold up.
Well, where's the lie? Ain't it supposed to be for big dicks, bitch? And you walking around here looking like you've been swallowed whole by your goddamn condom because you swear.
Didn't even get past the serial code.
He was like,
And for those of y'all that wear magnums and didn't know they had serial codes, guess what? You can't fit them.
Oh.
You said they got serial codes.
Yes, at the very end of the magnum, they have serial codes.
That's why I'm crying.
What?
I didn't know magnums had serial codes at the end.
They have serial codes at the end of them.
So does that mean because we didn't know they had serial codes, the people who put them on really shouldn't have because they didn't stretch it out to the point we can see it?
Period.
Okay.
They were not true magnum girls. Oh boy.
That's the shade for me.
Okay,
the shade for me.
Okay, Shayla, wait, what?
Because I didn't know.
Yes.
Girl.
Go get you a magnum and roll it all the way out on your choice.
Hold on, let me send a text message right quick. Hold on.
Well, girl, I don't have no. We have no magnums around here.
Lifestyles, it should be one on them too. But, everybody can have them. A lifestyle.
We have none.
Never mind. Never mind.
Jazmine, why you say that?
What? What did I do?
I'm sick. I'm just sick. And
what did I do?
What didn't you do?
Go ahead, Shayla. Pull the box out and see if I'm lying. Go ahead, pull the box out.
Oh my God, I'm going to bed. I can't do this no more.
You know what I'm a little confused with these underwear though, Tyler?
What?
Oh,
why they got chest measurements?
Why they have what?
Why they got chest measurements on the sizing chart?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why I was like,
bitch, you don't put them on that way. So
why they got the little coochie print looking?
That's what I was like. Yes, bitch. I said, oh, come on, coochie print, bitch. I'm finna have me some stretch pants and some leggings. I'm finna be leggings all summer, bitch.
Baby,
so you can just watch.
Put on some biker shorts and give pussy.
Literally give puss, bitch. Just be talking about some. Come on, W.
Good night.
Okay.
Yes, W.
Well, speaking of W's,
can you please shake that ass for a bag of sunflower seed?
Mom.
Ay,
What are you doing?
nothing. I'm dusting. Nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I work hard for the seeds.
So, Savon, how's your
Right, I'm over Jazmine tonight, girl.
How's what doing?
How's your how's counting the change, girl?
You know what?
You know, it's wait a minute. She going all right. I had to start her back up.
What time are you stopping the live, Jazmine?
Maybe I don't know yet.
Well, I'm like 10 minutes from the house, so when I get home, because you know I can't multitask, I don't want to run off the road.
Yes, we want you to be
Please
safe.
don't do that.
Okay.
We want you
We
to be
need you
safe.
to get home so that you can play with your new toy.
Right.
Above the waist, not below. Above the waist, not below.
Oh. This must be an early night of shade of the shade.
Girl, this is it's Sunday version. That's why we telling people Sunday.
I'm trying to be nice. I was gonna stay in, girl.
Sunday, girl.
When I get home, I'll come back in.
We got company there, so I can't be evil like I want to.
Okay, bye, yellow person.
Oh.
It's the yellow person for me.
It's the yellow person for me.
I can't be as shady as I want to be.
Have
y'all ever
peddling with that damn change?
Girl, listen, it is me. Look, I'm rolling. I've been waiting all week to do this. I just want to know. Like, I'm curious to see how much I have in this thing. Like, it's gotten the best of me. This thing, I've had this change for 10 years. So now I'm just curious to see, like, I want to know how much it is. And all I'm going to do is take it and probably put it in my savings. But I want to know.
I want to know what love is.
Girl, ain't no such thing.
And I want you to show me.
It's just lust.
Love is a beautiful thing.
Ew.
Why we?
Ew.
Me.
Why silent?
Why? Love is a beautiful thing.
Girl, y'all know I got a cold heart. I'm still.
I just feel like love is, you know.
Love gets you in too much trouble, Sharon. I ain't got time for it.
Well, love should have brought your ass home last night. Speaking of bringing your ass home last night.
We smoking big Pringles all year.
Wait a minute, what did he say?
This girl got funny. I'm going to bed. Good night. I'm not coming back.
Ugh. No. Who in the fuck?
That's not real, right?
Why?
That was real. It was real.
Somebody take Jazmine internet from her ass.
Huh?
Somebody take Jazmine internet, girl. I can't. This hoe really was on the internet smoking fucking Pringles.
Yep. Silent. There you go, baby.
Oh.
Oh,
thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's me. I am a diehard Sagittarius. That is definitely me.
I'm Sagittarius too.
Oh, you are?
Right.
So you know. So you know.
Huh?
So
you already understand. You already understand.
Me and
understanding.
Indy are Pisces, honey.
Speaking of understanding, let's take a small commercial break and pay a couple bills, and we'll be right back after this.
Come on.
Y'all done got quiet.
Girl, what else we were supposed to do?
I mean, I don't know. Normally, y'all come back in with some bullshit, so y'all done got quiet.
Oh, girl, what you won't do?
What you cannot do, Zalin? I think this is a trick that you would probably play on one of your family members, just to get back at them.
Girl, I ain't doing all that bullshit. I'll just cuss her out.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Or give them a silent
coming in.
Or give them a silent treatment. Or give them the silent treatment. Yeah. I was like, girl, I ain't talking to your ass, girl. Leave me alone.
Tyler, so far, I hope that you're enjoying us this evening and getting prepared for your evening of fun that you're having. So, is this a new friend that's coming over to test drive a new body, or is it a current old friend, or because inquiring minds want to know.
Okay, so let me give you.
Hey, she want to be nosy.
Let me give you a brief. Let me give you a brief story.
Synopsis. Okay, go on.
Yes.
Give us to us.
So last
Would you like the confessional screen?
No, don't do that.
Okay.
So last year, January 3rd, 2020, right? My boyfriend of, I think I shared this in Patreon. My boyfriend of 4 years passed away. He got killed. And so I had went on a strike. I went on a strike of celibacy. I went to get my body done, do everything, that I wanted to do. So the guy that is coming over, he's not new. He's somebody that I have been putting off because I was in a relationship. But I'm okay with it because I've been knowing him. You know what I'm saying? It kind of feels weird to me. I feel like if I meet somebody brand new and get feelings for them and all that, it's gonna like, like, damn, Tyler, you know. So he's somebody I've been knowing. But
so somebody you've been like. you just rekindling something that you already know.
Yeah, but I don't know what to dick like though.
So you ain't never tried the meat yet.
I've seen we've seen photos and I sent him some little naughty stuff and he sent me some stuff and he sent me videos of him whacking off and stuff. I know the size, but just because you got the size, because see sometimes you can get on a pony and ride better than you do on a donkey.
Right.
So I don't know, but you know what he's giving. But I'm definitely gonna see. That's why I was rushing to eat now.
Shayla, so what's going on, Tyler?
Hey Shayla, how you doing?
Yes.
So I don't know yet. We're gonna see what he about when he, you know.
So if he wants a relationship or whatever, are y'all working towards that, or is it just gonna be like a cut buddy type situation?
Positively not. Right
So
now
just a
I'm
cut
in a
buddy type
space.
situation.
Yes, right now I'm in a space where I'm comfortable finally having sex again and like doing what I kind of want to do. I've been having sex for like the past 2 or 3 months, but I'm saying like I'm fully comfortable doing me again. But as far as like a relationship, I'm not in that space right now. It's gonna be summertime. You better catch me when it hit end of December, for the October. Not right now. Because I'm not gonna be faithful to you. I'm just being for real. No.
And you know I'm nosy. I'm asking the questions y'all want to know. Don't play.
Right.
Don't play. Y'all want to ask the questions too. So when you went to, speaking of your surgery, when you went to get it done, did you have it moved from one area and put into another area, or you just had it all just taken away?
So what I did was, hold on, make sure. So what I did was I got my stomach taken out and I got it put in my butt.
So your stomach, you moved the stomach to the cakes,
basically.
And you haven't had any reaction to it?
None whatsoever. I just had a fat transfer.
I was just gonna say because it's probably your own, because it's your own body mass. It's not gonna reject it.
Correct. Now the only thing that I will tell people and let them know is when you go get the surgery, all that shit they tell you to buy, you don't need. They're gonna be like, you need biofreeze, you need all that. You don't need it. However, your best friend is gonna be Tylenol, extra strength, your vitamins, and of course, you know, your wound cleaner and stuff like that, and the Percocets that they prescribe you. That's it.
So
Those are your best friends.
did they put you on a certain type of diet prior to?
That's up to you. So they just require your BMI to be a certain amount, and actually they don't want you to lose or gain. You can gain up to like 10 pounds, but they really don't want you to lose because they want to be able to, actually the more fat you have, the better, because they want to be able to take so much, especially if you're getting a BBL. Now, if you're just getting lipo or, well, some people
I want
to do that too.
But I want to get that done, and then I want to distribute from hips, butt, and girls, because my girls need to be a little bit bigger.
So with that being said, they really don't want you, because you got to think, if you get too small, where they gonna pull the fat from?
Right.
So they kind of just go off your BMI, you know, focus on that. But what I would advise people to do, what I wish I kind of did do, was I wish that I would have worked out a little bit more prior to me, not to lose weight, to tighten things, you know, because like my butt is like, it's not, my butt is big, but it's like a little too jiggly. If you, and you know, you kind of want it to be a little firmer, but that's about it. Other than that, I mean, I would tell anybody, if you really considering it, go for it. Go for it. Don't let nobody scare you. It's not gonna be no horror story. It's really not that bad of a situation. Your downtime is the worst part, and it's not because of the pain, it's because you can't do shit. Like, I couldn't sit down physically on my ass for 6 weeks.
So you just had to basically lay on your stomach or on your side?
Yes, and you sit like, it's like this little pillow, like, you know, kind of like when people have hemorrhoids.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you
that
sit
little
on
donut
that
pillow?
Yeah, you sit on that and lay on your stomach, and you drop that or whatever like that. So your driving has to be like a minimum of 15 minutes. But it wasn't that bad. Like, it was a okay experience. It was so good. My mom went and got it like 2 months after me, because it was a easy experience. But what I will say, the first time you shit and the first time you come out your they don't. It's a compression garment. It's different from a waist trainer because waist trainers have everything bunched up and pushed up. Your the first time you come out of that, the first time you come out of that, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's the worst pain that you will ever experience in your life. The worst.
Because everything's loosening up a little bit.
Yeah, you that compression garment definitely helps. Because remember, I was telling you, Jazmine, how I felt like I actually could feel gravity. Like I could feel gravity. I could feel people pulling, and you walking, and you have walking over. Oh my God, yes.
The first time that you come out of it's an unbearable pain. I'm not gonna lie to you. True. You definitely have to have somebody help you get out of it. And the first time that you have a bowel movement is going to be the worst.
Oh Lord.
But it may be different for Savon because Savon didn't get a BBL. So for me, I got lipo and a BBL.
Girl,
so it was definitely hard for me because you gotta train yourself to sit like this and
it was. Let me tell you, I didn't the sitting on my ass. No, because I didn't have that. But the laying back and trying, like I had to stay bent over for several weeks, like at least 2 weeks. I had to walk kind of bent over because of they cut me from like pretty much from the back of one side over to the back of the other side and just kind of really pulled and tightened everything up. So that shit hurt. And that compression garment, like, if you don't have it compressed right, you feel everything. So Bay had to have me do everything. And then using the bathroom, I had to take stool softeners because they don't want you pushing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the same with lipo. They don't want you pushing real hard. But you're just being honest. You're not to be graphic, but your bowel movement is going to be so solid and so hard that you're going to have to take stool softeners, because there's no. It hurts. I'm not going to lie. But it's now the bowel movement is not a portion that hurts that bad. But coming out the compression garment, I'm gonna tell you that might well just had you woke while you were doing your surgery. I'm not gonna lie to you. When you hear people say that first night they were in pain, it's because when they had to take the bath and clean their wound, and come out that compression garment. That's the worst pain ever.
So is it like little?
I'm so glad that they took. Is it little what, baby? Go ahead.
Is it little scars or is it actual? I know with Savon, hers is actual, cuts, but is it like little scars or little holes that you feel?
Savon's would be different from mine because she got a tummy tuck. So, of course, she's going to have a whole, like, little scars. For me, what they did was stuck a needle up through my belly button, on the side of my stomach, on this side, and up my back. So what I had was like little incisions under the line of my stomach and like in my back, like little incisions. So what you have to do is I keep gauzes on them, and you got to clean the wounds and things like that. That portion of it that's not even a factor. Once the cold water breezes on it or whatever you find, it's honestly, only thing is coming out the compression garment. And it's not because of the wounds, it's because it's been compressed on your stomach and you're still swole. So now your stomach goes from being flat like this and it go boom, because you still have some of that anesthesia in you and it hurts like hell. Your first night is gonna be hell. I wouldn't even.
You done made me nauseous on the stomach.
But
girl,
baby,
I had some good pain medicine, and after that's over though, girl. Like once you start seeing like the swelling, like I'm still swole. It's gonna take a minute for mine to go down. But when I first saw, like, I looked down, bitch, I was like, first of all, girl, I can see all of my loveliness without having to move and shift shit, girl, because like I said, my fupa gave me comfort. My roof, honey, kept the porch covered, okay? Now the porch is all out in the sun, girl. It's like you need umbrellas if you sit on that bitch now. And I was just like, oh my God, this is crazy. Girl, it ain't no shade, bitch. The sun is everywhere, girl. There's no trees. There's no forest. It's like concrete.
What I will tell you, the biggest thing that I will say to anybody, what I wish I would have done was not look in a mirror until I was like 4 or 5 weeks out, because you would be very discouraged when you first look at yourself. like after like a week or two, because you're not going to see the results that you thought. Like you're going to think like, wow, everything, it's not going to look like that. I'm not even going to fucking lie to you. It's not. You're going to still be swole. Yeah, your stomach will be flat, but your waist is still kind of wide. Like it's not going to look like you want it to. So my best advice to people is take showers and all that, and don't pay attention to yourself. Wait till you like can kind of like get out your faja a little bit, like after like 4 weeks. Then look at yourself, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my damn God!" Like you're gonna be like, "Baby."
So you went from what size to what size, if you don't mind me asking?
So when I initially had surgery, I was 203 pounds. I didn't look like it because I'm 5'7", but I didn't look like it. But I went from a 36 to a 30.
Wow.
So,
and
yeah.
did your installments into your butt and to your hips, or just to your butt?
So I just did my butt. So what I did was, if you want to get a BBL, I would advise people to tell their doctor like I told them. Because naturally, my stomach was the only thing that was big on me. Basically, everything else was pretty much how it is now. And I had some butt. Even if you don't have a butt, what I told my doctor was, I don't want my thighs and my butt to be, not matching. I want proportion. So what I would suggest is, if you're going to go get a BBL, what you should tell them is, I want my butt rounded, lifted, and sculpted. Because instead of saying, hey, I want a big old fat ass. Because if you say that, that's what they're going to give you. And those are those people, notice the nothing protrudes on the side, and it's just like this big old ass.
It's a cliff.
Yeah, and it has a little, they always got to take their pics to the side so you can see it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks good in some clothes, but it just,
Some.
So
I've always wanted though that, like the hips and the butt. I just wanted, that natural cute curve.
They naturally do that. You don't even have to tell them that you want it. Now, if you want wide, dramatic hips, you have to tell them. But when they're doing your butt, they're gonna go in the sides and inject the fat. All that goes together. All of it.
Yeah. How far out are you right now?
How tall am I?
No, how far
are you?
7 months.
7 months. Have you had any regret with it? Because some people get surgeries and then like, I should not have done XYZ.
No,
have you ever had any regrets?
I haven't had any regrets. The only thing that I don't like is my belly button is stretched like this. Like my belly button is kind of long.
Elongated.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Well, they
don't like that.
That's one thing I was surprised about mine, because my belly button, the way it looked before, I was cool with, but the way it looks now, like he gave me a whole new belly button and everything. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I told my doctor was, because we had the conversation, and it's a trans-friendly clinic, a part of Vanderbilt, so they deal with the trans community. But what I told him was, I said, so yes, I'm trans, but here's what I don't want. I don't want the trans special. So whatever the girls have been telling you they wanted, I don't want that. I'm a curvy. I said, you see my curves? I want to keep my curves. I showed him how I wanted my curves to be. Because what I didn't want was that blocky, square, excuse my French, I'm an old girl, and we used to call them transimoto looks. I don't want that shit where you look real blocky at the hips, but kind of, your legs is not matching with your booty. Don't give me all that. I want my shit to be, and when I tell you he delivered. Like, I mean, I was shocked.
What I will say is, with the whole surgery experience, especially for us of the LGBTQ community, you have to read those reviews and make sure they are friendly with us, because you're going to count to 3 and you're going to be asleep, and they will mess you up. Or, you know what I'm saying, or do the bare minimum and you done spent your money. You know what I'm saying? It's just things like that. And for me, that's why I did my research. And I also made sure that I looked at certain things like with my butt, because I was getting a BBL. Like, I made sure I let them know, like, hey, I want a big butt, but that's not my main focus. I want my butt to be rounded, plump. Like, I want it to be, sit up, be nice, as opposed to this big ass, like, boom, and then my thighs be this damn little. you don't want that.
Right.
Because as you gain weight, naturally we all do. We gain 5 to 10 pounds every year. As you gain weight, your stomach is going to take a while. Like your doctor is going to tell you. It took me 28 years at the time to get that stomach. It's going to take you a while to get it again. But your butt is going to, wherever they put that fat at, it's going to get bigger and bigger. So you have to make sure you let them know that's not your primary focus.
But you know what, Tyler? A lot of the girls who are transitioning, what I learned is they do so much in the beginning and they forget. Your body is going to naturally create fat around whatever it is that you have done. And as you transition, a lot of your muscles are going to turn into fat. You get what I'm saying? Because when you're lowering testosterone, giving more estrogen, your body is going to change on its own. So don't do a whole lot of implants or silicone and all of that until your body has done what it needs to do. Because if not, you end up having this huge ass body and you like, oh my God. Now I see girls who are talking about them getting breast reductions and things like that because they didn't realize that they were going to have the titties that their mama have. Girl, look at your family. That's what you going to like.
My friend, she's trans and she went. So this is the thing, and it's no disrespect to her, but I said this to her. She went and got her breast done. Sweetheart, you just decided that you wanted to transition 6 months ago. That you haven't been on hormones or anything long enough for your chest to even formulate that shape or anything. And I was like, whatever doctor took your money, they didn't give it. And now her breasts, they have not dropped.
They tight.
They just sit up there tight.
Yep.
They look good in certain
and they
outfits,
hard.
but yeah, they just sit up like there's nothing, they're not settled. And I tried to explain it to her, and she's not pleased. I was like, you're gonna have to deal with it. They're gonna be like that.
They are.
And that means she didn't take and manipulate them either.
She could have waited. Well, not even that. She could have waited and
don't sound like enough skin was developed.
Exactly. She didn't allow it to stretch and then allow herself to give her body time to really develop. You know what I'm saying? There are fillers, there are forms, there are, silicone type forms that you can wear that'll give you that look. Don't be in so much of a rush because you can mess up something. You know what I'm saying? You got to have enough skin, first of all, for them babies to sit into.
So let me
and to develop that pocket, because when you're taking in your weight, getting it, you've got to oculate. You have to take and manipulate them daily in order to take and develop a pocket that they sit in and drop. And if you get them done so high, they're not going to drop but an inch or two. And any good doctor should tell them. And then naturally you have one breast higher than the other breast because that's just nature. You have one foot that's a little bit longer than the other foot. That's all natural. But so they don't inform the girls.
Is it like, so how I went and got the BBL and a 360 lipo? Is it okay to do that before you start hormones? Or you shouldn't do that either?
A lot of doctors, well, my doctor, I say it like this. When my two doctors that I've had, they recommend you don't start any type of surgeries beforehand because, like Savon was saying, they want your body to get used to the moans. And within a year to 2 years, you start developing and seeing what it is. Because think about it like this. When a woman or when a young girl has their first period, they start developing small, but they don't get to a full capacity of what it is to 2 to 3 years out after they have their first period. You can't rush it. It's just like it's taking your body. A lot of girls don't understand when you get on the hormones, it takes your body from being basically a predisposed teen all the way through menopause. That's what the hormones are doing. It's breaking down muscle tissue, it's breaking down muscle mass, and it's replacing that muscle with fat.
And it does it quicker than you would if you went through puberty. So you got to understand that body is already going through so much already.
And it's like it's going through a second puberty all over again because that's basically what you're doing. You're taking the body and you're breaking the body down and restacking the body. That's why you're on the blockers. And once you're on the blockers, you go in stages. If you have the right type of doctor, you go through stages. You start off with pills, from pills to injections. You don't go straight to injections because the body's not used to having that in there. And some people's body takes and fight it. and they will take it, actually push the hormones out of the system, and you're back at square one. So it's important that whenever the girls do your research, not only do your research, talk to some of the old heads that's willing to talk to you in the community so you can see what you're getting into.
I think, okay. Because I'm going to be honest, at one point, I was going to, but I was like, I like being in the realm of I could just beat my face real good and do this.
So you like being androgynous?
Yes. But I also was like, but I want the illusion. But I was like, damn, I done already went and got surgery. So if I take hormones, like, fuck.
But that's not gonna do anything to you now, Tyler. But the only thing that's gonna do to you now is the surgery's done. Yeah. The only thing that you need to do now is a simple thing that you can take and you can do. They have over-the-counter like birth control pills or estrogen replacements in Walmart. You can actually go there, get on those for a couple months and see how it starts reacting to your body, because you're not going to be on testosterone suppressants. You're just going to be on that. You can start seeing some of the where the fat starts laying into your body. But then that comes to you if you're a person that exercises or do tones and toning up and stuff like that. You just keep doing your routine and you just be more mindful of how you're taking and eating, because you have to think female bodies carry weight differently from men bodies. That's why men's can take and drop weight that much more faster than a woman can, because of the way the fat is distributed in the body. But you go through, and then even if you are up with the illusion and stuff, go get you inserts or order you inserts and start dressing every day. And then you see if that's something that you want to take and move step closer to. But then you want to get you a doctor that actually has worked in the LGBTQ plus community and has had trans patients that's willing to take the time and not rush you through it, because some doctors are just about the almighty dollar. You have to have a doctor, preferably someone that's in the community that don't mind taking the time to walk you through step by step, because you have girls are through different phases of it. Some girls are already on the estrogen pure strength into the vials, which is 5 shots every 3 months. Your doctor and you go through and make a plan for you to take and do it. Sometimes it's just changing, instead of eating a lot of fried foods, and I say you don't do it, but instead of eating a lot of fried foods, you may have to increase this type of food or decrease this type of food. And then every type of hormone is not actually for every person. It's just like it's a unique thing. So you have to take your time and figure out what is what for you. You know what I mean? So don't rush to do it. If it's something that you want to do, I tell you, order you some of the inserts, get you, little sports bra or whatever like that, and you wear something nice, and you start that way and slowly go into your transition if that's something that you want to do. But I wouldn't go and invest the time, the effort, and the money into it, and it's not something that you are not sure if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure. At one point I did, but then I was like, I just like tipping, like, what I'm saying, like bending the lines a little bit as opposed to a full everyday thing.
But that's when the androgynous come in, or the what's the new term, Xylent, whenever non-binary. So that's why I say to you, if it's something that you feel like that you want to do it step by step. At first, order you the inserts and start wearing the inserts, because you said you already do a light beat. You do your light beat, you wear your little inserts, and you see how that affects you. And then when you go from there, then maybe your next step is that you want to consult a doctor. Hey, I've been living like this for XYZ time frame, and I'm thinking it's something that I really want to do. One step in Florida, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but in Florida, you have to go through and talk to a therapist before you can be assigned to hormone therapy. So it's something that you really want to take your time and do, and don't rush into it, because it's different versions of being trans. You don't necessarily have the breast, don't have to have the breast and this, that, and the third. And you don't have to necessarily live as a woman. Those of us that choose to live this way, that's the way that we choose to live this way. But there's so many variations of, being trans that's out there. You have non-binary, which is still considered to be a part of trans. You have It's just so many different
gender non-conforming.
Gender non-conformant that's still considered to be part of the trans. So you have to pick what's best for you and take your time and do it. I promise you, don't rush. Please don't rush. You just take your time and get your information. Just like when you did your research on the butt, you take your time and do it. And I tell anyone, the black market stuff looks cute, but it's like anything else that's not man-made. It will take and break you down in a heartbeat. Please, you could do it the right way.
How old are you?
Who, me?
Holler. Yes.
Oh, 29.
Oh, okay. I was just asking because I had my sister went through the same thing. She transitioned. She started transitioning, doing the hormones and everything before she was 21, and I had to sit her down because, some of the girls that are in the gay scene, she was doing drag. So, the girls like to get on stage, do shows just to get titties and all of that. And I told her, don't do it for that reason. I was like, you're not even 21 yet. So I was like, if you want to live your life like that, that's fine. But don't do it because you're caught up in the gay scene and all of the foo-la-la and all of that. So that's all. I was just asking.
Honest to God, I really wish, not to cut you off and I'll let you respond, but honest to God, my biggest thing is if I knew what I knew now, I would have started like when I was 18, 19.
No, I'm not saying it's too young.
No. What I'm saying though is I get what you're saying. What I'm saying in my aspect for me, but I've always had a feminine look. I've always had long hair. I've never been conformed to male. You know what I'm saying? So even like I've never had any surgeries done. I've never had any reconstruction. This is my natural voice. Like I'm more hormones and stuff, but the only thing that has really changed is the way that I distribute weight onto my body now. That's the only thing that has really changed, and it's actually made me lose weight, not gain weight. So like I said, you have to do your research and see what is what for you. You know what I mean? But then you stay on top of whoever your doctor is, so you're actually getting what you need.
I went to me and my sister went to school, and she was the same way. Like she used to wear micros and everything, so she still was, more androgynous than, or more femme, the more femme type. So she was still kind of already living that life, outside of doing drag. Even before she started doing drag, she was still giving the girls micro braids at school and all of the things. So.
And then Tyler, go ahead.
For me, I've always been the way I am now. I've always talked the same way, walked the same way, all that, right? However, growing up where I come from, like I said earlier, I've always been the only gay guy. Like, and with social media and things like that, like my best friend, we met through social media, both from Memphis, but we met through, through Facebook, like maybe 9 years ago. And so a lot of things like just now being like doing my eyebrows and maybe getting my nails done and things like that, I'm just now getting comfortable with those things. So back when I was 20 or 21, I used to be scared to get out the car just to go pump my gas because I walked a certain way, I was shaped a certain way.
The other day?
Yeah, like things of that nature. So as I've gotten older,
you got more comfortable with self.
Yes, but I think about like my mindset, and this is just being for real. My mindset when people talk to me, a lot of stuff when people call me him, he, even though those are the pronouns that I prefer or whatever like that when you don't know me, but I don't relate to certain shit like with boys. I be thinking like how girls think, and it's just certain things with that. And I be like, wow, I wish that the world was like it is now back then. So I would have been educated on what's going on with me because
a good person to talk to about that's going through a lot of the same similar situation or has just recently went through a lot of that is sitting right next to you. Leander is non-conformant binary and is trans. So going through the exact same thing, going through very similar situations that you have went through. That's something I really think that y'all should share either Instagram so y'all can talk more. And because Leander's like maybe a year or two older than you, 2 or 3 years older than you. So Leander's recently came into her own and knowing who she is. And I feel like that's something that both of y'all should really y'all can have a side conversation and understand, because me telling you from my aspect of it, mine is completely different, but y'all are similar in age, y'all are similar in a lot of things that y'all are talking about. And I'm not trying to put Leander's business out there, and I hope it's okay that I'm sharing.
No, it's out there. First of all, there's only 23.
Huh?
Oh.
Leander's 31.
Girl, 23, girl.
But long story short, what I'm saying though is that a lot of the stuff that you're talking about right now, Leander recently went through a lot of that. Like through navigating the he, hims, and his, and going into the she, hers, and hers, into now Leander's pronouns are them, theys, and theirs. You know what I'm saying? But I can have the grace that I can say that's my daughter, and I can say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, I feel like that's a conversation that y'all can really get in deep detail, and then y'all can share stories, and you can see how very similar y'all's walks are. You know what I'm saying? But it's a trial and error, and you're welcome to call me, or text me, or whatever like that, and I'm send you my number and stuff.
It's very like for instance.
I don't give my number out to everybody now. Let's be clear. I was send people, but I'm like this. I'm just gonna keep it 2000. I feel like I'm like this. Whenever it's girls in the community that are trying to figure out their transition, I would rather get them helpful information than trying to steer them down the wrong road and say, go get this done, go get that done, go get this black market, or go get this silicone under the table, and then you have a botched body and you're trying to figure out how can I fix what I messed up. So I would rather tell you to wait, do your research to make sure that yes, because I would rather you take and spend $1,000 one way and leave it as it is versus you spending $5,000 for somebody to go in and scrape it out, and then you got those scars that you can't never get rid of the rest of your life. That's me. And I feel like that's where I'm here, and I can do that's what I'm sent here to do, to make sure that the new generation, because it's not a lot of old school queens that want to teach girls stuff. A lot of us are so selfish in the community that don't want to teach nobody nothing, and we want to take and hide behind this. Oh well, I had to learn the hard way. Well, why can't you? Sometimes that's that bucket mentality that keeps somebody down.
That's gay and trans.
Yes,
it's not just trans; it's the gay community. Period.
I'm just saying. I mean,
we don't even want to get in there to the gay community. How? Oh, child.
I'm just saying, in general, like I would rather give the information, and it's not something that I've never told to anyone else. I would give the information to anyone that if you're willing to take and to learn something from me, but I'm not going to take and keep trying to preach to the choir with not. Yes,
your generation, and this is so serious, being for real. Your generation, and it's sad because as open as things are now, your generation is the ones that are willing to share and be friendly and open. Not the us that's between that 30 and under. Absolutely not.
Yeah, everybody under 35 don't.
Yeah, and it's sad, and it's like, because I'm one of those type of people. Like for instance, the company I work for, and I will never quit them because, like I said, like I get to go to work for real, nails, everything, be me, and I'm in a high ranked position, and you will literally be fired if you mess with me. But I have it's the other gay guy that I work with. He's a little younger than me. Wow, I embraced him I embraced him when he came in, but we have some younger gays that are at entry level. And he said to me, and it pissed me off. He said to me, "Oh, girl, she coming in here. She just doing too damn much. They need to move over there." I'm like, "Your sister, go there and tell her." Why are we sitting over here talking about her or him or whatever he prefers to be, called? You should go over here like, "Look, girl, look, you're going to have to tone that down.
Because you got enough people that's going to bash you, right?
Yeah, these niggas over here might try to jump you when you get off. Tone that down, move up, and then be yourself." Because you know what? Somebody told me that. When I first came in, I was making up galore doing all that. They said, "Look, don't show them you until you can be you." So I toned it down, and now that I'm where I'm at, I'm me. And that's why I'm saying bring them in. Stop doing, and it's always 35 and under they do it. I promise you, the gays at 35 why are we in competition, girl?
Because they feel like they want to sit back and kiki ha ha laugh, and I'm gonna let Savon speak. Because me and Savon, believe it or not, people don't understand. This is a year and 2 months that me and Savon's been real cool and been real friends, meeting over this whole COVID Nisha situation. But we share such similar stories when we sit and we talk and we kiki ha ha and laugh, and that's my encouragement a lot of times, because she's in the same corporate area that I'm in, and you have to encourage each other, and that's what girls don't want to do, is encourage each other.
Yeah.
They don't.
You got the flow, baby.
Listen, I have said this on several lives, because you know what, Tyler, I've been with my company in October, it'll be 21 years. And I am senior manager of a team of people. And for me, the one caveat for me is that, you know, when I came in, they already knew the tea with me, you know, but I transitioned at work. But you are absolutely right. You got to come in. You got to get your foot in the door. You have to show them your skill set. And unfortunately, your work ethic is going to be 5 to 10 times more than the standard person, just because of who you are. Just because of who you are. But once you show them your skill set, once they understand that, yeah, you are of the LGBTQ community, but, you know, when it comes to business, that community is not who you are. It is a community you are part of. But when it comes to business, you can get the job done. Some of the girls want to come to work like it's the club.
Right.
Girl, this is not the time for that. No one is saying for you not to be yourself. Be yourself. But there's a way you can be yourself. And some of the girls, the way that I would pull them, I did exactly what you said, Tyler. I'll be like, come in, let me talk to you for a second. This that you're doing, this right here, girl, like, I don't care if you were authentic, genetic, cis woman, you could not wear this to work.
Right. So why are you wearing it now?
And if you're going to pick a lane, pick one and stay in it. Whether it's androgyny, whether it's masculine, whether it's femme, whatever it is, kind of pick a lane. And we've got to come a long way for that, right? Because people should be able to be authentically who they are. But in a business space,
Savon, let's keep it real. Some of us, we get offended. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No.
Some of us, we get offended by certain things. And I had to keep it real with one of the younger gays. Look, I said, it's women that dress like full hoes all weekend. They gotta come in here. They gotta come in here with their most professional voice, most professional outfit. It's no different for us.
Exactly.
It may be a little homophobia in that person, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do for the greater good. That don't mean changing your voice. I'm not doing it. How I talk
is how I talk.
That doesn't mean walk different. That just means as opposed to bitch.
Be classy with it.
Yes. Right. With it. You can't break it in. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something for me that I was always self-conscious about, and that was about work attire, especially as I was transitioning. You know what I'm saying? What do I wear to work? What don't I wear to work? And it took HR telling me, Savon, you're not what we worry about. You're professional. You are more professional than a lot of people that's here. Correct. You're not what we're worried about.
Correct.
Girl, like, but the girls don't get it. They don't get it today. They don't get it. And there was one.
A lot of people didn't grow up in corporate positions or professional homes to where they saw their parents.
No, you're right.
Your mom, you know, when your mama answered the phone and when she talking to her homegirl and when she answers her phone and it's her job, oh, hey, this is so-and-so, how can I help you? Or, you know, oh, hey, girl, da-da-da. You know, she put that voice on. So I had to check one of my homegirls when I was in the military. She walked in my office, but just because it's, hey, bitch, when we outside of the office and we outside of our uniform, when we have our uniform on, gay, straight, whatever, you have a certain...
It's business, baby. It's sergeant, so-and-so, majors.
And that's why I used to hate wearing my uniform out in public, because when I wanted to cut up, when a bitch would try me when I was in uniform, I couldn't. Now, I would still check you, but I would do it in a certain way.
But so, you like also...
My homegirl used to come in my office and she was like, hey, and she would call me, you know, instead of, you know, what she's supposed to call me, she called me, hey, JT.
It's supposed to be last name, right?
Right. I was like, don't come here with that. And she was like, oh, my bad. She was like, oh, my bad. Oh, okay, get that together. Hold on.
We as gays are so used, gays and trans, and we're so used to getting the bottom of the stick that we accept that. Like, we think that we deserve the bare minimum. So we already come in acting a fool or think that everybody is against us, which sometimes that's true. But at the same time, I always say this, and this is just being so for real. I tell everyone this. People treat you how you treat yourself. So
Amen.
if you come in, you ever look at some gay people and be like, damn, like everybody love him, they fool with him, like whatever. That's because he ain't putting on no phony, no fake, no fraud. He or she is being authentically themselves. It's you that want to, let's just keep it real. We have some of those, like we all had those little friends that you know damn well when we out of work, you bitch, what's up, how? You got all the switch in the world, but you get around other folks, you don't know shit about me. You can't switch, you ain't got no sway in your back, but you're trying to wonder why you can't move up and people looking at you because, child, they saw your ass at the mall pooching and switching just like me, but you're getting up in here, they're not comfortable with you. But the same guy that you trying to be cool with, he talk to me every day because he know what he gonna get. I try to tell people all the time, you be your representative, but still be true to yourself. Like, don't hide. Don't hide who you really are.
I still say I'm not here to make you comfortable. How I act is how I act. I'm gonna be comfortable in my skin, and if you're not comfortable with that, that's your business. I'm not here to make you comfortable.
I'm not changing my voice. I'm not doing nothing different.
I know from
You're
me.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll go
I was just gonna say, I know for me, with me going through, and not only, some girls have it a little bit easier as far as like the legal name change, and I have had it easy because I've never really had to change my name, which I'm gonna do that this year for my birthday. But when you going in and you're getting interviewed for jobs or whatever, and you're sitting there talking to people and you have a full face on, you have hair and stuff on, and they're trying to figure out like what's really your tea, being authentically you. Like with me, I took in when I interviewed for a position when I was in Detroit for Popeyes. Like I interviewed being a store manager or whatever, got the position, and was straightforward with them. Hey, look, I'm trans, this, that, and the third, and yada, 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 wada. So within 7 months, yes, sir.
Is that something that you just do, or do you feel like your company should know?
Whenever I'm having a conversation with the person and they're asking me if there's something else that I need to talk to them or that I would like to do or whatever, I'm just straightforward to the point.
I don't do
I'm straightforward. I'm straightforward to the point from me, because whenever you sit and you look and then you look at the name, my full complete name, it's something that I have to take in and be straightforward with. Once I get my name changed, I don't have to do that anymore because what you see is what you get with me.
Yeah, I mean that's a little, and that's why the name is so important, Jazmine. And I'm going to say this to you. Not to say that it's not any important for anybody else, but what you got to realize is when we see you, we don't see trans. Never do. You understand what I'm saying? So in this instance, you have to work your lane and you have to work your pussy. So whereas when you in positions and you feel like people, they want you, they're interested, and then have you ever had moments to when they see your legal name and then it's like it's different? You don't know if they really want to hire you or not. So that's why that's the only reason why you in this instance need to have it in sync, because your personal business, believe it or not, that's private healthcare information. It's PHI, and you don't have to share it. However, if you come in there looking like Susan and your name is Emmanuel, then they gonna want to know
why. What's up?
I thought most of them probably gonna think it's some fraudulent shit. That's why you got to tell them. But then you do kind of open up to yourself into those spaces where people are prejudiced and they are acting real fucked up.
And by the grace of God, though, that's something I've never had to really deal with, because whenever I aim for something, because of my background has always got me what I want. So on paper, you can say what you want to say, but my paper is what it is. And then I come in with the credentials and overqualified for what they're asking for. Like, You know, you can't help but to take and give me what I need to get. You know what I'm saying? I don't have like arrest records. I don't have fraudulent records. I don't have all that on my background. My background is I have 2 speeding tickets my whole life. That's what I have on my background.
That's something that I try to tell these younger gays. Like I get it. You want a club. You want to go do this and you want to do that. But sweetheart, while y'all was in y'all time in y'all early 20s wanting to fight and go do this, I get have fun. Baby, I was in my books because I knew I was a feminine gay black man, and it would be very hard for me to climb the ladder with just the bare minimum. So you have to get some type of credentials or something, or at least just have a job to build your resume and other things to have some shit behind your name, because if you don't, they don't even want to look at you.
And then not only that, baby, if I can jump in on that one, not even that, stay at a job longer than 3 months without being fired. Have job history,
because that helps you. That helps you more than anything. If they see that you've been at your job 2-3 years, and not only being at that job, but they've seen that you've moved up in that job from positions to positions, that shows that the company that you're with trusts you enough, and you had the skill set and the know-how to climb that ladder. That will help you a great deal. You're absolutely right. But see, Tyler, you in Tennessee too, right?
Yes.
Bitch, first of all, I need to come see you. A. B. So you know what Tennessee can give.
Tennessee probably like Alabama back
then. Well, what I will say
it just depends.
I'm fortunate enough to be in Memphis, so it is a little different from the rest of Tennessee.
And that's what I'm going to say. With me being in Nashville, you know, I can actually say, yes, I have had challenges at work. But I've had more pros than it have cons. And I also am very aware that that's not every trans woman's experience.
Right.
So I understand my blessings.
Correct.
And it's not of the norm.
Right.
And that's why I go back to what I said at the beginning. That's why when I see someone that's gay that comes in a company and they're just starting out, they may just be a regular person that's packing on the lines, whatever may be going on. I never turn my nose up at them, because I can only imagine if somebody did that to me. I look at you like, come here, let's talk. This how you do this, work this shit for what it is. If this is what you want to do. If it's not what you want to do, take it for what it is. But if you desire to be here and move up, look, girl, these are the ropes.
I feel like God put us in these positions so that we can continue to open doors for others.
Silent.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same way. Because when I had before with my job, I had an upper position. I made sure that I found people that I knew were good at their jobs, and if they needed any help, I made sure I encouraged them to continue to go forward. And now one of the people that I helped do that is actually moved up in position as well. So they know what to do. They know how to talk to the managers and all that other stuff to get what they need. So, and that's just not even just an LGBT thing. That's just a black thing, period. If I see another black person on the job, because everybody else is going to do it for their own, so why not me do it for my own?
But my situation has been this though, and no tea, no shade, and I'm not trying to take and knock one person in front of the next. But my biggest adversary or whatever has been at work has not been from Caucasian. It's been from us. Soon as they find out what my tea is, that then they want to take and they want to run their mouth about everything. And I'm like, girl, it ain't that serious for me.
It's been different for me though.
And see, I understand that because I've had that too. But
it's been different at my job. At my job, I have to say that when I started on the call center help desk. And it was us, my folks, that was just like my folks, and Caucasian and non-Caucasian, but I didn't have, as far as in leadership. No, baby, we definitely supported each other, and it was all about productivity. That's what it's been about. If anything, and this is gonna sound kind of weird, if anything at my job, girl, it was the gays.
Yes.
Child, it was the gays at my job.
They
baby.
Yes. But you want to know who has always been my biggest supporter. And what trips me out is like I try to tell people all the time, you have some black women that are very ignorant and say things about us gays and trans, but I swear the main people who have always helped me, that's why I don't let the few bad seeds say,
Right.
make me feel
Absolutely.
some type of way. Black women have been my biggest supporters. And that's it.
Absolutely.
You have some that will make you feel like, oh, I hate, like for real. But for the most part, black women have been especially when it comes to work.
I'm gonna say women as a whole for me. Women as a whole, and at my current job, it's been like the Caucasian women that you would think. The women that have supported me at my job have been both black and white, but the Caucasian ones that have written for me, girl, you would look at them and think you would think they were so square and they were so, HR and so yesteryear that you would be like oh my God, no, baby. Them babies. And when you get some powerful, and I'm gonna say this again, you get some powerful women backing you, bitch, fuck that. Powerful men too, but for the girls, girl, you get some powerful women backing you. Can't nobody stop you, girl.
But see, the problem with men is a lot of black men, and I have to say this, they feel like helping one of us is gonna make them gay. And it's like,
or look
you
bad.
Sleep with me, but you sleep with me behind the scenes, but you can't help me in public.
Right.
Like they, you know what I'm saying? Their egos are so fragile that they think helping you or hiring you or putting you on make them gay, and it's so stupid. But that's because it's their egos are already bruised. They was told not to cry, be tough, don't do this, don't do that. Man, be cool with this sissy, he gonna try to get you. They've been told all that. So it's like, you'll know I'm more than qualified or whatever. Like, oh no, I can't fool with that. So now your whole area is suffering because you didn't hire me, but you hired this person, and your whole team suffering.
You know what? I could even go to where I'm at right now. The job that I'm at right now, I adore and I love the people that I work for, and I love the company that I'm with. But prior to me going there, when I moved back home, I was a part of the Popeyes brand. So I was in process of becoming a DM, which I had 3 restaurants I was already running underneath my belt, but I was in the process of becoming a DM. Anyway, long story short, I moved down here and I go into the shop at KFC. And I was talking to their district manager to see exactly, what positions you had open, this, that, and the third, and just being curious. And I always keep an old nasty resume on hand because you never know who you running into. So you may have to pass off your resume, this, that, and the third, and let them know, hey, I'm qualified for whatever position. I'm talking to him, and the same thing that you're saying, Tyler. He looked me up and down, and he was like, well, he couldn't figure out my tea. I'm just gonna be straight. He couldn't figure out my tea, but he wouldn't give me an opportunity because of when he read my resume. Would not.
That's what they do. That's what they do. And then when shit fails, they call on you. And it's like,
child, I can't be bothered.
I can't, like, for real. Like I can't do it. I'm sorry. And then I was in a situation where, like I told you, I work for Nike's distribution center, and I'm an area manager. Now,
area manager.
Yeah, before then, I was like a regular. Like we call, like when you put all the work together, we call it waving. So basically, I work in the offices, and that's putting all the shipments and all that shit together, making sure it gets out to the warehouse. So I used to go out in the warehouse, make sure everybody production is where it's supposed to be before I put out more work and all that. So there was this group of guys. One of them, he used to look at me crazy every single day. He was a temporary worker. He called. I remember one day I heard him saying, "Look at his FAGASS, all that."
Mm-hmm.
I never said anything. So during the coronavirus, I started working from home. Right, same position. I just was doing it from home because it's computer based. And I got a call telling me that they wanted to interview me for the manager position or whatever. I ended up getting it. Hence me coming back to the building. That same guy. Well, we got rid of our temp agency, the staffing agency that they had. Him, man, he comes to me, man, they finna get rid of me. You got some positions up there where you work. I said, I did, but I wish I would hire you with my with my FA. I wish I would. I said, I want to be. I said, you ought to be mindful of how you treat people and the things that you say. I'm fully aware of what you said. Mine, it wasn't even like that. It was. Go on about your business, baby. But see, that's the thing. You want me to help you now. But I was just all kind of things prior when you didn't need.
Right.
Wow.
But that's
how they'll take and do you. That's how they will take you and do you. Well, y'all, we're finna get ready to wrap this up because I don't want to take up too much of Tyler's time. And I do greatly appreciate him coming in. Any last words for us? I know Cousin Faith, you just came back in and you done got naked and stuff, but any last words?
Why did you have to get her? Go ahead,
girl. Like Faith.
I had to turn this AC on, honey.
You took that bra off real quick.
Not the bra.
She was a sports today.
Yeah, sports bra.
Good night.
To answer your question though, Shayla, like Zala was saying, more proteins. I feel like more proteins, but you have a high metabolism. That's why you don't gain that much weight. There my girl is.
Hey, Shayla girl.
Hey now.
Hey, Shayla.
Hi, Tyler. How are you?
I'm fine, Shayla. I'm trying to ask you. I gotta ask you one question before I go.
Uh-oh.
So I was watching Maddie in the morning the other day.
Does it need to be on here or off show or on show?
I already know what you about to say, Tyler. I already know what you about to say, Tyler.
Made a statement, and I put two and two together.
Oh, that's the off the show.
Yeah, that's the off the show, baby. We'll talk about that after.
We'll get that one.
We'll do that in the Patreon, but that's all I'm gonna say, Shayla. I keep game.
Right.
All right, y'all.
About that already 2 times, so you ain't the only one that has said it.
We're gonna get ready to get out of here, y'all. Thank each and every one of y'all for coming in and being with me this evening. Special shouts out to Tyler for coming through and breaking shop. Hopefully, I can get him to come through and give me old nasty read on a Tuesday night whenever we really do our real big nights of shade, just to come through and just let him just unload his double cock gun already. Special shouts out to
Tyrant.
Right. Special shouts out to the one and only Miss Shayla, not to be confused with New Orleans Davis that done came through. Bam, done came through and got naked on us once again. The one and only Zyla done came through this evening. Leander and co-hostess with the mostest, Miss Savant from the Savant Experience. Mr. 6'8" done came through. Now he done popped it back through in again. Don't forget, we had the night of shade coming up on Tuesday night. Until then, y'all, peace, love, and hair grease. God only made one you, as I say all the time. If you're not you, who the hell else can you be? Good night, y'all.